Hello everyone, Grampa Grit here on the Grit and Grunt channel. Today is Saturday, July 15th, 2023, about 10:30 in the morning. Thanks for joining me for this week 15, end of week 15 update, progress report, and I'm going to do a full workout today. I already did my lower back exercises, which I demonstrated on my most recent previous video, so I'm not going to do those again here. I did that for a warm-up already. I'm going to get started on the leg station and then give you an update on my progress this week and what transpired. I'm going to go ahead and get started with first set of leg curls at 40 pounds of tension on each side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that was nice and light. I'm going to do one more set for warm-up. Let's see, this is my fifth Bowflex session this week. I skipped yesterday. I actually had a visit with the podiatrist to talk about my problems with my foot. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And even though I have continuing problems with this foot, still able to do all my Bowflex routine, but the arch has been killing me right here where this bone sticks out on the side, and it extends up into the ankle a little bit. I've had a couple attacks where I basically haven't been able to walk on this for a few days, and that's happened twice over the last 2 months. Long story short, the podiatrist believes I might have a partial tear in a ligament that attaches into that bone or into that area there. So right now, sounds like we're going to go on anti-inflammatories. I've got to pick up some pills here for that today, and then we're going to get some orthotics that I can wear. That'll help support the arch. And it sounds like he's concerned about protecting the left side as well. Since my right side is already out, he believes the left side might be at risk for going too. So another reason for getting some good orthotics. Okay, set number 3. I'm at 50 pounds tension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So at this point, running is out. I'm going to go ahead and just do a plank while I'm talking here. So running and lunges, I've eliminated from the training program. I'm still working, so I do a lot of walking on my shift. I do have inserts, and I'm wearing sturdy boots to support my feet as best as I can. And that's working out okay so far. I do get occasional pains in the foot, and I try to just adjust. Okay, I'm going to do set number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Then there was so that's the update with the arch anyways, with the foot problem, and we'll see how that progresses. So we're just at the beginning stages of the diagnosis. I'm also he wants me to get an MRI so he can look into it a little bit deeper and see what's going on in there. So that's coming up. I'm going to do one more set. So one of the ways I'm compensating for not not being able to run and do my intervals is I'm just doing more sets on the Bowflex to burn more calories. The Bowflex can be even used aerobically, so I'm kind of considering doing that. Just lighter tensions and a lot more reps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, I think that's 5 sets. 3 of them were at 50. So now I'm going to turn around and go ahead and do leg extensions. So I'm just being careful, how I walk on that foot. I do still walk around the house just in socks and stuff. I'm going to try to get some slippers with some support as well, so I can wear those and try and protect that foot. And I'm just going to take best care I can and try to find ways to promote healing of that ligament. There are also surgical options, so that's something to consider for the future, but right now we're not there yet. 10, 11, and 12, I believe. Okay, that's one set at 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, I was also been experiencing just general soreness overall in all my joints. That's feeling better this week. In particular, the forearm, the left forearm, and into the bicep. That's been very sore and weak, and that's getting slowly getting better. And I'm just taking it easy on the bicep exercise, just using the lightest tension that I'm accustomed to, and just doing the minimum sets and reps. So in some ways, I do feel like I'm just getting my strength back. So the first 12 weeks of the program, I felt very strong. I powered through it. I was doing up to 6 days. And then it just seemed like a soreness and a tiredness set in. So I don't know if that's just the body saying I might be overdoing it a bit. Then I had problems, of course, had problems with the foot, and then suddenly had problems with the left arm. So I took some more rest days. A couple weeks ago, I guess that was week 13 and week 14, and feeling better now. So feeling like strength is starting to come back. All right, one more set of leg extensions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, I'm just doing 3 sets at this station because I'm going to do 3 sets on my back of leg extensions, which I've demonstrated in a prior video. And we're going to take this leg station off now. And I'll just be putting the bench back and flat. And then I'll be using these shorter loops that I purchased just for this. These again are dog collars, and they work really well for going around my ankles. I gotta set the bench flat here. All right, leg station is unattached, detached from the tension rods. Off to the side we go. All right. Now I'm back in the frame. Got the bench all the way back. I've been doing these at 40 pounds of tension. Again, this is going to be another leg extension, but I'm going to do this lying on my back. One of the things I've been doing too when I'm walking around to protect my arch is I'm curling my toes in and walking like that with my foot curled back the other way in order to protect that arch. And that seems to be fairly effective. And I do that while I'm walking around at work too sometimes. So that's saving me a lot of pain in the arch, and I think protecting that ligament. It's also exercising muscles in my feet that I don't normally exercise like that. So I don't know what the ramifications will be long term from that kind of behavior, but that's what I'm doing at this point. All right. Getting the loops around my ankles. I'll lie straight back, 40 pounds of tension. All right, leg extensions in the lying position. What we do is we draw the knees up, get the hands underneath the knees and behind the legs for support. And here we go. We're going to try to do 3 sets of 12 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And at the end there, I'm trying to pull as hard as I can and get my legs as straight as possible. I know it doesn't look very impressive in the video. It looks like my knees are still quite bent, so I'm working on that, trying to get those legs straightened out, and so it doesn't look like they're bent at the knees. Okay, set 2. This is one of the most challenging exercises that I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that's set number 2. Yeah, I found that the base of the Bowflex is a good place to rest my feet in between these sets. Okay, I really got to catch my breath. Like I said, this is pretty challenging exercise. Okay, got some deep breaths in, ready for set number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, I tried to pull up and straighten out as much as possible there at the end. So when I'm sitting and doing the leg extensions, I feel it more in the upper part of the lower part of the thighs towards the knees. And when I'm lying here and doing those lying leg extensions, I feel it more between the hip and the middle of the thigh. So between those 2 exercises, I get all of the thigh muscles, upper and lower sections. All right, now we're going to switch to the regular hand holds here. And then we'll go to lat pulls. Lat rows. pulls or rows, however you like to say that. For the rear lats, maybe the deltoids too, I'm not quite sure. Okay, here we go. First set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And when I'm doing these, I'm holding for a second and really trying to activate those back muscles, really trying to tension them and feel them as I'm drawing back. Now for the second set, I'm going to hold a couple seconds longer and see if I can pronounce that, make that more pronounced, that activation of those muscles. Now here we go, set 2. 1, 1, 2, 3. 2, 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 2, 3. 5, 1, 2, 3. 6, 1, 2, 3. 7, 1, 2, 3. 8, 1, 2, 3. 9, 1, 2, 3. 10, 1, 2, 3. 11, 1, 2, 3. And 12, 1, 2, 3. Okay, take a few deep breaths and we'll do the final set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Shake it out a minute. Okay. Now, right from this position, I'm able to go with 40 pounds of tension right to bicep curls. Now, I was doing bicep curls at higher tensions, but because of the left arm being sore, I've just decided to stay down at the lowest tension and do just strictly 3 sets of 12, so no extra sets. And if the left side starts bothering me, I'll just stop. So, but it has been feeling better. And let's see, Thursday I was able to do 3 full sets with it. So let's see what happens this morning here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That felt just fine. Take a few deep breaths. Open those lungs up a bit. Okay, set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, I'm feeling just a little bit of soreness, weakness in the left side, but I think I can go on with the third set. Taking a few deep breaths, shaking it all out, relaxing everything else, making sure I'm not tense. Okay, last set for bicep curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. All right, now I'm going to switch. I'm going to do lat pulls, transverse crossways. I guess crossover is the name they gave it on the Bowflex site. So crossover lat pulls, I do these at 25 pounds on each side, so 2 10s and a 5 on each side. By the way, I weighed myself this morning, and I weighed in at 163 pounds, same as last week. So again, no progress in the weight loss. I guess I'm not really surprised. I'm not going at it that hard because of all the physical ailments right now. But again, I'm starting to feel better, so I'm looking forward to hopefully, as we continue phase 2 here, to start drop down to my goal weight of 155. So I've got 8 pounds to go yet. I started at 173 and I'm sitting essentially unchanged the last few weeks at 163. So still have lost 10 pounds since starting the Bowflex, but the last few weeks have not made progress on weight loss. Okay, so this is the crossover lat pull or lat row. So I've got one hand hold above the other. Cables, I want to make sure they're not touching or hitting and rubbing as I do this. And I'm going to pull one up slightly and the lower one down slightly as I pull across each cable here. Here we go, first set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So one area of my body that's been feeling really, really good is my back. My back feels really strong. I've not had any back issues, and I have in the past. I do still go to the chiropractor every 3 to 4 weeks to get adjustments. Stay tuned up, make sure everything is mobilized in the back and loose, and that's been going really well. So, but I'm not going to overdo these either. That's why I'm sitting at 25 pounds tension, because this is a fairly new exercise for me, and still the body is still adjusting to it. Here goes set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, now I'm going to switch and put the left cable underneath, pulling across to my right, and vice versa. Take a few deep breaths. Okay, we got 2 more sets of this to do. So I do two sets each way just to keep it even. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. A few deep breaths. And we'll get that final set in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, now we've got to adjust the bench. Next thing we're going to do is shoulder presses. Move the bench up a bit so I can be right underneath the handholds when I press straight up. Starting out at 30. The shoulder has been feeling really good. So I still hear that crunching sound when I rotate it, but the strength is back. I have full range of motion. And I've had general success with just doing these, and I can usually go up to 40 if I want to. Let's see how it goes at 30 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, not real loose yet. I gotta make sure my neck muscles stay loose too. They feel a little tight yet. I'm gonna do one more set at the lighter tension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, I'm going to go up to 40 pounds on each side. See if I can get off maybe 2 more sets. So everything's been going well here and it feels good now. This doesn't seem to involve the biceps at all, so it shouldn't be a problem from that perspective. A little bit with the triceps maybe. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. I'm going to attempt a 4th set. Make sure I take some good deep breaths. Open up those lungs. Okay, last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's everything I've got. Okay. That was excellent. That's kind of where you like to finish up. You just like to reach that point of exhaustion. And then you know you've had a good workout. I'm sweating pretty good right now. All right, setting up into the incline position. We've got triceps, chest flies, and bench presses left. Let's start with triceps. 40 pounds of tension on each side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, just catching my breath here a second. Those triceps feel a little tired. I think I did give them a pretty hard workout on Thursday, so not surprised I'm feeling it a little bit today. Okay, set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Did I say that was the last set? Let's just add a couple in here for good measure. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to switch my hands from the back hand of the hand hold to the standard hold here. All right, we've got bench presses and chest flies. Bench presses first today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Definitely feeling more fatigued at the end than normal here. Okay, and then I have in the past here. Like I said, the first 12 weeks went like a charm, and the last 3 weeks have been a struggle. And it's important that even though when you're struggling, you still come back to the machine and do something. So even if you have to reduce your tensions, it's just good to go through the motions. That's kind of what I feel like I've been doing the last few weeks, is just going through the motions. But you want to do that just to keep your conditioning up, even if you're not making progress. Just reduce your tensions a bit and just go through and do all your exercises. Okay, set number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we'll be hoping for better days coming up here where strength is restored and we can make progress again on strength and muscle building. Like I said, we've just kind of been last 3 weeks. I've just been just going through the motions, just trying to keep my conditioning up and stay with the program and not lose the fitness we've gained. Okay, last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I think that was set 2, so we got one set left to do. Last set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, I think just chest flies. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I've also was experimenting a bit with doing chest flies on this bench when it's flat with the free weights, and there's certainly a difference between doing it with the tension rods and the free weights. I think you might activate a couple more muscles with the free weights. I'll demonstrate that right after I'm done with these last 2 sets here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that was set 2. So when you're doing the flies with the Bowflex, you don't have any weight in your hand. You've just got the handholds, and they're extremely light. But if you're doing it with free weights, you've always got weight in your hand. And like I said, that's going to activate a few more muscles. So I'll demonstrate that right after I complete this last set. Here we go. So again, notice just, there's no free weight, no actual weight. So it's really easy to move your hands around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So the advantage of the Bowflex would be, it's lower impact. You don't have to manage the weight. So if you, especially if you are hurting like I am, the Bowflex is a better way to go. But I will demonstrate here with the free weights. I've got 15-pound free weights here. And if I lay on the bench, set these down while I lay down here. All right, get myself situated. Okay, probably best to have your feet flat on the ground for this. All right, and oh yeah, my biceps hurting so bad I really can't even do it. So yes, and you can obviously use lighter weights too, but if you come across, you've got to manage all that weight. So it's activating other muscles, including your back muscles, which I think the Bowflex isolates the chest muscles better. But this is another way that you can do that chest fly. And 15 pounds is actually a little heavy for me, so that's probably not a good thing for me to be doing. I'm not going to do a full set or anything, try to attempt to do that, especially after just doing the flies on the Bowflex. I feel like I got good workout for the day. I'm going to go over to the inversion table and do some more sit-ups on the inversion table, some crunches, and I think that will end my workout for the day. So again, progress report, I'm still at 163 pounds, still getting over my ailments. The foot is still going to be a continuing issue with that partially torn ligament. That's what we believe the prognosis is right now, with an MRI to come. So more detail on that later. And I really want to thank you for joining me, sticking with me through all these. To my loyal subscribers, I sure do appreciate it. Have a good weekend. I'll be off tomorrow, Sunday, so an off day on Sunday, back at it Monday morning, and giving you updates as is appropriate. Have a great weekend. This is Grampa Grit on the Grit and Grunt channel, and we'll see you on the next video.